student, today we are going to study NCERT class 10th Political Science chapter 2 Federalism. This is the fourth segment of this video. In the previous three videos what we have learned that what is federalism, what kind of federalism we are following, like in how many countries we can see the federal government. The federalism means that in the particular country there are having not a one kind of government, they are having more than two type of the government or more than that, that used to come under the federal government. In the federal government, if you see in the world, which are the countries, that is the Argentina, then the Canada, then the South America, we talk about the Belgium, we talk about the Spain, if we talk about the India, if we talk about the Pakistan, if we talk about the Australia. So these are the countries, or if we take the example of Russia as well. So these are the countries which used to come under the federal government, where they're not having the one kind of government, where you can find the more than two type of the government. Then we discuss about the union, state, and the concurrent. Union, where the particular where the central government used to work. In the state government used to work. In the concurrent, both the central and the state government used to do the work. Then we saw the map of our India of 1947, how it is different. Not till today, now we are having the political map, which are having the 28 state, 8 union territories, and we have the official language, which is the 22 languages, where we have learned that in our India, according to the 2011 census, they found that the major the people used to speak 121 languages as their mother tongue, and we are having more than 1600 languages. Whatever the new language used to emerge, it used to mention in the you can say the linguistic book, because this of the languages used to speak. If you appear in any of this central government examination, they will give you the option that from this 22 languages you can opt any of the language and you can give the examination over there. In the state, if you talk about the state level examination, you can opt the local language where the state used to speak, and the Hindi or maybe the English, whatever the state used to prefer over there. So you can opt that language and you can give the examination. So like there is one. We have read about in the previous segment that the one historian, the Mr. Guha, that he published the article in 1st November 2006, that if we used to give the preference to the particular language and particular religion, so how this particular country divided into the number of nations. Maybe it used to divide into 14, 15 nations. So it's not going to be that, because it's promised by the number of the you can say the politician and the Gandhiji, that when we used to get the freedom or when we used to get the independence, so we used to give the utmost importance to the language, rather than we used to make the one national language or one national religion. We used to give the importance to each and everybody, and the first and the main motto is the equality, respect, dignity, the rights to each and every individual, by which we are united till today. If we do not give the preference to them, so our India is divided into the many parts. The major role of the people are, the first is the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, then Nehruji, and the Raja. These are the people who make this country as the united. So the number of the political leaders were there, the number of the freedom fighters were there, and the Gandhiji also out there. So who give the ideas to make the India as the equal, rather than to give the importance to the particular religion or particular language. So all these things till now we have learned in that. Now we are going to read, and we are going to discuss in detail the decentralization in India, which we have discussed already in the previous segment in brief. Yes, in the particular country where they're following the federal government, so they're having more than two types of the government. If we talk about in India, we are having three types of the government. So we have so far discussed the two type of government in our country. Yes, main is two, but we follow the three. But a vast country like India cannot be run only through this two tier. Still in India are as a large as independent country in Europe. In terms of population, Uttar Pradesh is bigger than the Russia. Uttar Pradesh bigger than Russia. Maharashtra is about as big as Germany. Like if we compare the country with the state, like in terms of population, not in terms of area, in terms of population we are doing. So Uttar Pradesh is more than bigger than the Russia. Maharashtra is bigger than the Germany. Many of the states are internally were diverse. There is thus a need of power sharing within the state. Federal power sharing in India needs federal power. To sharing in India needs other type of government. They need another type of government. below that of the state government, which I explained many a times, that is the local government. This rationale for the decentralization of the power. Decentralization of power means to share the powers to each and every people, by which they used to collectively take the decision and take the country towards the developed nation. Thus, the result, the third type government is called the local government. From the first segment of the video till the fourth segment of the video, I explained you many a times we have three types of the government. First is the union, second one is the state, and the third one is the local government. When the power is taken away from the center, the state government, and given to the local government, it is called the decentralization. You have to keep this in mind. When the power is to taken away from the central government, state government is used to given to the local government, is called the decentralization. The basic idea behind the decentralization is that there are the large number of problem issues which are be settled in the local level. Like whatever the local village or town you can take, whatever the problem they have, whatever the administrative official over there, he can use to see what are the problem they have, and they are going to solve it over that period of time. So people have the better knowledge of the problem in their localities. They also have a better idea on where to spend money and how to manage the things more effectively. Yes, they because the people who used to become from that particular, he have the idea what the locality is, how much the money he has to spend on a particular project, and what kind of development he want to see in the particular local area. So, like it is very good if we decentralize the power to give the power to the local representative, or you can say the local administrative officer. The help include the habit of the democratic participation. Local government is the best way to release one important principles of the government, namely local self-government. Those who make the local self-government, where we talk about the municipality and the panchayat. Administrative is appointed by the central government and the state government. When we talk about the UPSC and the PCS examination, where this administrative used to take the permission from the you can say the state government as well as the central government, because whatever the law has passed by the center or the state government, they used to see that particular rule or the particular law is followed by this particular, you can say, the representative or not, or they are going to regulate it or not. So these are the work which is seen by the administrative officers. If we talk about the local government come under the municipality and the panchayat. The need for the decentralization was recognized in the Constitution. Yes, it is recognized in the Constitution. Since then, there have been several attempts. Yes, since then there have been several attempts of the decentralized power to the level of village and the towns, to the level of the village and the towns. Panchayat in the village and the municipality in the urban areas was set up in the all the state. Yes, which I already said, the panchayat in the village and the municipality in the urban area was set up in all the state, which used to come under the local government. But this was directly under the control of the state government. That is true that this is directly controlled the state government. Election to the local government were not held regularly. This is also true that the local government election not going to held according to the, you can say, regularly. Local government did not have any power or resource. They do not have any power or resource to their own. Thus, there was a very little decentralization defective terms. A major step towards a decentralization was taken in 1992. The constitution was amended, means they used to mention in that to make the third type of democracy was more powerful and effective. These are the rules they have to make it. Now it is the constitution mandatory to hold regular election of the local government bodies. Now it's mandatory, like each and every 5 years they can hold the election on the regular basis. Seats are reserved in the elected bodies and the executive heads of this institution for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. So seats are to be reserved in the elected bodies and the executive heads of this institution for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. At least one third of the position are reserved for the women. The one third of the position should be given to the women. And the independent institution called the State Election Commission has been created in each state to conduct the panchayat and municipal election. So in the each and every independent state, they have the one election commission where they have to conduct this election of the municipality as well as for the election of the panchayat. The state government are required to share some power and revenue with the local government bodies. Now in this question, what they mentioned that state government have to share the power and some of the resources to this local government, because earlier they are not having any kind of power and the resources. By this amendment which was passed in 1992, they have the you can say the sharing of the state, sharing their power and the resource to the state and the panchayat and the municipal had, that the state government has required to share some powers or revenue with the local government bodies. The nature of sharing varies to state to state. It depends on state to state what kind of power they have to share and what kind of resources they have to share. Rural government is popularly known as name as the Panchayat Raj, which the village you will find the Panchayat Raj. Each village or a group of village in the some state has a Gram Panchayat. Yes, they have the Gram Panchayat. This is a council consists of several ward members, often called the Panch, and the president or the Sarpanch. Yes, in the if we talk about in the village, there are these Panchayat where we used to call it a Sarpanch head or the Panch or the president. They are directly elected by all the adult population living in that particular ward. Particular ward in the sense, in the particular area, all the adult people used to give the vote, then they can elect the president or you can see the sarpanch. This is a decision making body for the entire village. This is the decision making of the whole village or the entire village. The panchayats work under the overall supervision of the Gram Sabha. They used to work. If you recall from the class 6, you have all read all this thing like what when the election used to hold, who is the head of the village, and which under we used to do all this work. That is the Gram Sabha. All the voters in the village are its members. Yes, all the voters are villages in the members. It has to be meet at least twice or thrice in a year to approve the annual budget. Yes, all the people have to meet twice or thrice a year to make the budget or to make the annual budget of the particular village of the Gram Panchayat, to review the performance of the Gram Panchayat. The local government structure goes right up to the district level. Now the government structure, sorry, not a government structure, the village structure, the panchayat structure used to go towards the district level. A few gram panchayat group together to form what is usually called a panchayat samiti or a block or a mandal. A few gram panchayat are grouped together to form what is usually called as the panchayat samiti, block or the mandal. The member of this representative body are elected by all the panchayat members in this area. So the member of this representative body are elected by the panchayat members in the area. All the panchayat samiti, mandal in the district to get constitute the jilla, or we used to call it as a district, means all the panchayat member of the area, all the samitis and the mandal in the district come together, they make the jilla, and English we used to call it as a district or yeah, jilla parishad. Most member of the jilla parishad are elected. Yes, most of them are elected. Member of the Lok Sabha and the MLAs of the district are the some of the other official or the other district level bodies are also the member of the Jilla. They are the member of the Jilla where they used to become the, like somewhere you find the MLAs or somewhere you find the Lok Sabha members. Parishad chairman is the political head of the Jilla Parishad. They are the political head of the Jilla Parishad, because after conducting the election, the Jilla Parishad had maybe become the MLA or you can say the any Lok Sabha and the MLA of that particular district. Similarly, the local government bodies exist from urban area as well. Now, similarly, the local government bodies exist not in the rural as well as the urban area. Municipalities set up in the towns. Yes, that is true that the municipalities are set up in the towns. Big cities are constituted into the two municipal corporation. Both the municipality and the municipal corporation are controlled by the election bodies constituted by the people represent. Here the people in the urban area, if we talk about the Ahmedabad, so the Ahmedabad people can give the vote to the, in the particularly Ahmedabad only for the municipal corporation. By after the election, whosoever the party used to win, he used to become the head of the this municipal corporation. Municipal chairman is the political head of the municipality. In a municipal corporation, such an officer is called a mayor. In the big city, is to call it a mayor. And if we talk about here in the Panchayat or Jilla Parishad, we talk it as a mayor. So these are some newspaper articles which you can see in this illustration, that democracy for the sale in Tamil Nadu, highest biggest get panchayat post, woman pradhans bring winds of change for rupees 250 justice in a village, that is well over 1 million women elected to the panchayat. State oppose the direct funding of the panchayat. So what does the newspaper clipping have to say about the efforts of decentralization in India? If we talk about the women, so the number of the women they used to participate in the you can say the elections. They become the sarpanch in the panchayat, so it is very good. For the 250 justice in village, now there is they used to pass one bill that for the 250 rupees they went in the village for the justice. So and Bhuvan brothers bring the wind of change. Now the number of the women used to participate in the election. They used to come out from their house and they find their dignity over there, and they used to do work to have the government, state as well as the central government. State opposite direct. Now the state government is opposing, which is bad. No, you have to. State government have to share the power and share the resources, because local government where they used to ask, or where they used to beg for the resource and the power. So according to the constitution which is mentioned and compulsory we have to follow, the state should have to share the power with the local government, and they have to share the resources with the local government. That doesn't mean we are above the law. We are equal in front of the law, so we have to obey whatever the things which is mentioned in the constitution. Now come towards the last page of this chapter, an experiment in the Brazil. What kind of experiment they did in the Brazil? Like we saw till now, we have seen all the things about the Sri Lanka, Belgium, and India. Now let's talk about the Brazil. So the city called the Z02 and the province has carried out an ordinary emirate decentralized article active democracy. The city has set up a parallel organization to eradicate alongside the municipal corporation, enable the local inhabitant to take the real decision of the city. The nearly these cities get the artification of managing the budget of their own city. The city is divided into many sectors, of which they call the wards. Now here they used to using the policy of municipal corporation, where they used to divide the city into different wards, which you have recalled from the class 6, where we have learned that in the particular city we can divide the municipal corporation in the different wards, where there's some meeting or discuss issues affect of entire state. They used to discuss if there's something is going to happen in the particular wards. They used to discuss that what the solution we have to take of this particular you can say the problem. The citizen of the city can't artification to the meeting. The budget of the city is discussed in this meeting, and the municipality takes the final decision about it. Like whatever the decision is taken by the different wards or the different municipal wards, so the final decision is taken by the municipal corporation. So in our country, the similar, we can say there is a similarity, like our country, what the things are going to, the same thing is going to happen in the Brazil as well. That the new system of the local government is the largest experiment in the democracy conducted anywhere in the world. So this experiment, which we conducted in India, it in a very successful way. There are about 36 lakh elected representative in the panchayat and the municipal. Think about 36 lakh. The number is bigger than the population of many countries in the world. Yes, number is bigger. Many of the countries in the world. Constitution state of the local government has helped to the deepen the democracy in our country, because the constitution is helping to the you can say the country's people, because our India used to come second in the world in terms of the population. We are having more than 133 crore of the population, where alone the central, alone the state government can't do the work. If we include the third tier of the government, that we used to call it the local government, that is the municipality and the panchayat, so they can go to, because the people having the idea what the local government is doing, they have the idea what the localities they have, like what kind of development they want to see and what kind of changes they want to see in their scenario, so that the particular leader can by the, like you can say, by the few powers and by the few resources, they can make their particular local town or the village at the developed level. So increase the woman representative. It has also increased the woman representative. Earlier, none of the women used to come in to take part in the election, but now after the 1947, or you can say after the 1980s, number of the women used to come in front of the you can say the world, and they used to take participation in the examination. Now they used to become the representative as the panchayat sarpanch or the panchayat president and the municipal head. At the same time, there are many difficulties. While elections are held regularly and enthusiastically, it used to held regularly and enthusiastically. Gram Sabha not held regularly. Yes, that is true that the Gram Sabha is not held regularly. Most state government has not transferred significant power to the local. Most of the people had do not transfer the power to the local government, nor has they have given the adequate resources. We are thus still a long way realizing that the ideal of the center. We are in a long way to discriminate or like to discuss about the self government, or you can say that disagreement. In this, what we come to know that in this chapter, like our India is the federal government, we took the number of kinds of the experiment and which we are the successful, and we are like that much of the successful because in the sum of the country we are not having that much of the population. If we talk about the panchayat and the this municipal corporation, the more than 36 lakh people are as the elected representative, and here we give the chance to the woman that they can come in the front of the world, they can participate in the election, and they become the head of the you can say the head of the municipal corporation, and the president of the panchayat, by which they can use to they can do the work for the village, for the you can say the towns, and they can help the nation, by which we can go towards a deeper level of the democracy, where we come to know what kind of problem they have, what kind of solution we can do for them, and what kind of development we can do for them. So these are the certain things which we can discuss, that you have to keep this in mind what the decentralization is. When the power was taken away from the central government and the state government and used to give to the local government is called the decentralization. In India, we first earlier before the 1992 we didn't give the powers and the resources to the local government, but after the amendment in the constitution in 1992 we have like give the certain powers to these people, that state should have to give the power, and the state should give this some resources to these people by which they can make the plans, and they can have the village as well as the town to make the effective decision, and to make the representation, because the local government, or you can say the local people have the idea like what the locality they have, what the geographical area they have, what kind of development want to see, and what kind of changes they want to make, and what kind of infrastructure they want to make. So this all the things which used to come under this. So all these things we have learned in this, and this is the last segment of this chapter where we have learned what is federalism, in which country we can see the federalism, on the basis of the language, how we make the state and we are the united. We find number of the difficulties, but still we have the solution. We have the number of the solution we saw in that. Now we are having the 22 official languages. Whatever the language we want to speak, we can speak it. There are not any kind of botheration that you only have to speak the Hindi or you only have to speak the English. Whatever the language you want to speak, you can speak, and whatever the language, if you are appearing in the central level examination, or the central level examination, if you are appearing over there, so you can opt any of the languages which is come under this 22 languages. You can opt any of the language, and you can give the examination over there. If we talk about the state level, so the local language, the Hindi and the English, so whatever the language you want to opt, you can opt it that, and you can give the examination. So you have to keep this in mind, the decentralization, the three power used to come, that the state government has to give the power, they have to share the power with the local government, and they have to share the resources. They do not have to intervene them. Yes, they can intervene if they used to do the wrong work. If they are doing the good work, so they do not have to intervene over there. So these are the certain that till now we have discussed what the federalism is, what is decentralization, after in the 1947 whatever country we have, and after 1990s what kind of country we have seen, and what kind of boom we have seen in the economy. So these are all the things which I have discussed till now. I hope you like this video. Thank you.